If you're thinking about switching to Verizon 5G home internet, then you really need to watch this video. I've been using Spectrum internet for about 6 months. Although the service was adequate, it was also inconsistent. I decided to give Verizon 5G home a try. I checked the Verizon coverage map that shows where Verizon 5G home internet is available across the United States. Since I already have Verizon for my mobile phones, I was able to sign up for $35 a month. I received the Verizon Internet Gateway model number ARC XCI55AX. It's essentially a small white cube. On the front it has the Verizon checkmark logo, on the back a WPS connection button. The bottom is where you'll find the DC jack as well as local area network ports and the reset button. This is also where you'll find your gateway's Wi-Fi name and password, something you should definitely change after installation. It comes with a pre-installed SIM which can only be used with Verizon's 5G service or its LTE service. It has a dual-band router that supports 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz signals. Also cool is that its self-organizing network feature lets your devices move between the two signals automatically. Verizon 5G Home is probably the easiest home internet service to set up. Per the instructions, I positioned the gateway near a window, plugged it in, and waited for the blinking white light to turn a solid white. After I got it up and running, I decided to conduct some speed tests. For my tests, I used 3 different websites: Speed Test by Ookla, Fast.com, and Spectrum Internet Speed Test. My test machine, the M2 Pro Mac Mini. Here are the results. From Speed Test by Ookla, my download speed was 31.01 megabits per second, and my upload speed was 19.11 megabits per second. From Fast.com, my download speed was 29 megabits per second, and upload speed was 19 megabits per second. And finally, from Spectrum, my download speed was 38.7 megabits per second, and upload speed was 11.5 megabits per second. Now, remember, the whole reason for signing up for Verizon 5G Home was because the service from my current provider, Spectrum, was inconsistent and arguably slow. So, I conducted the same speed test with my Spectrum internet setup. In doing so, I found with Ookla my download speed was 72.89 megabits per second and upload speed was 26.57 megabits per second. With Fast, my download speed was 62 megabits per second and upload speed was 17 megabits per second. And finally, with Spectrum's own app, my download speed was 63.5 megabits per second and upload speed was 20 megabits per second. Clearly, Verizon's 5G home service did not match up to my current service from Spectrum, which I already thought was slow. But here's the thing, I wanted to conduct one more test. Now before that, if you like this video, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up. Okay, for my final speed test, I used my Apple iPhone 14 Pro to create a Wi-Fi hotspot for my Mac Mini. My iPhone 14 Pro also runs on the Verizon 5G network. Using my phone as a Wi-Fi hotspot, I found with Ookla, my download speed was 257.23 megabits per second and upload speed was 4.99 megabits per second. With Fast, my download speed was 230 megabits per second and upload speed was 9.4 megabits per second. And with Spectrum, my download speed was 258.1 megabits per second and upload speed was 9.5 megabits per second, meaning using my iPhone as a hotspot resulted in faster download speeds than both Verizon's and Spectrum's home internet services. Okay, here's the disclaimer. I am not an expert on Wi-Fi or internet networks, and I know that there are a number of variables that can affect internet speeds. So I don't think Verizon 5G is trash. Although I do believe the infrastructure isn't ready to provide the dream of ultra-fast internet throughout your entire home through one tiny box. Let me know in the comments below if you subscribe to Verizon 5G Home and what your results were. I'll see you in the next one.